Hello, I'm Emmanuel, and this is Kitchen Ordinaire. I love playing around in the kitchen, having a good time while putting together simple but delicious meals that don't break the bank. So let's cook dinner together and have some fun! Hello everybody! Check it out! We're going to cook with kale. It's a superfood. Lots of nutrients, vitamins, minerals. Yeah, I'm throwing a potato in there because, And that's going to make a nice side dish for some pork chops. So let's get cracking. Prepping kale means taking out the stem, the big chewy part in the middle, which is also bitter. Just cut along the stem or the rib and keep the good green leafy stuff. Just like that. This is very wet because I cleaned it. It's organic kale and a little bit of dirt, so put it in water and clean it like you would lettuce. And then you can pretty much shred it with your hands. It's a sturdy green, so don't worry about bruising it. You can just cut it like that. And then we're going to measure out 3 cups of the kale. And we have an apple and a potato, and somebody peeled them. That's good, we need that. And now we're going to cut them in big, thick dice. Zing! Excellent. So we're going to start with the potato. I'm measuring out about a tablespoon of olive oil. When it's hot, put the potato in there. I've got a sheet pan that's ready with a aluminum foil cover. We're going to use this in a little bit. Salt, pepper, and then I'm trying to get the oil all over the potatoes. Give them a nice shiny coat, and you keep sauteing and tossing so that all the sides get evenly browned, nice golden color, and then we reserve it in the oven at 250, and we can get to work on the pork chops. There you go, in the oven. We'll see you later. So I've got thick cut pork chops, and the seasoning is super simple. We're going to go salt and pepper and a 1/4 teaspoon of herbe de Provence on each side. So there's 2 chops, they have 2 sides each, and I'm doing a 1/4 teaspoon of herbe de Provence. I'm going to check my math, but I think total I'm going to use 1 teaspoon of herbe de Provence. Season side down, and then we're going to repeat the process, salt, pepper, and the rest of the herbs. Lovely. There you go, some said 4 times. Yeah, that's right. 1 teaspoon total. All right. After about 3-4 minutes, we're going to flip the pork chops and get to work on our salsa verde. Yeah, looks good. All right. Let the magic of fire do its trick. I'm using 1 clove of garlic. You smash it and you kind of scrape it with the side of your blade to release all the good garlicky essence, and then you chop it. I'm using a teaspoon of capers without the brine, and now we're chopping up some parsley. This is going to be a little bit like a chimichurri. We're measuring out 2 tablespoons of the parsley, and when you have leftover, keep it in a ramekin. You'll find things to throw it on. 2 teaspoons of olive oil. I also have a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar in there. And now I got this cool new bowl. It's Japanese and it's got ridges inside. So when you use the pestle, you kind of mash it in there. I love this bowl. It's really cool. All right, so we're going to, you can keep cooking the chops. You can put them on the side because they're thick. Flip that, make sure every side is nice and brown. Now I'm going to lower the temperature to medium-low, cover the chops up and steam them for a couple of minutes just to get them to the desired temperature, which is the recommended 145 degrees. And then they will rest in the warm oven while we work on our kale. Here we go. These guys are almost done. Oh hey, here's our potatoes again. Let's put them to the side and reserve the pork chops. And we can get to work on our kale. More apple cider vinegar. Here we go, 1 tablespoon. And I'm going to deglaze that pan so that all that good porky cooking juice is in there with our cider veg. Salt and pepper. Nice and green. Beautiful. So we toss that around. At one point I found that it was a little bit dry, so I added just a drizzle of olive oil like this. You can do that. Keep tossing it, and then I reduce the heat to low and steam the veg and the apple. There we go, low. Cover it up. It doesn't take long, just a couple of minutes. And you can see how the kale has started giving off water and it's all shiny. Careful now, you don't want to lose the pork chops. Ah! It slid down. See, I could have put the chops down at the bottom of the pan and not like created this slide, but I'm a dork, so I just put roasting juices all over my stovetop. Ha ha! Silly. Alright, we're almost done. I tasted it, need a little bit of salt, here we go. And now I'm going to be able to just cut up the chop in little medallions. See, it's got a nice, still slightly pinkish interior. Still a little bit juicy, not completely dry. It's wonderful. Looks nice. And now on each medallion I'm putting a dollop of my salsa verde. I'm gonna have to find a reason to use that bowl again. It's so super cool. And now we're finishing plating with our potato, apple, and kale hash. Voila! Enjoy. See you next time.